Hey guys, Mike coming back with another video. I was at the bank earlier today, this being Friday, and I was putting my worldwide gum into the safety deposit box, and I decided to pull out some of what I had in there and bring them home and do this little video. I haven't put these all together in a long time, and I thought I would do so today. I don't think I'll show this. This video might be a few days from when I actually post it though. But just wanted to show you my vintage Hanks. I don't think I've ever put them all together in one time on a table. But these are all from 1934 to 1936. I was hoping to get them all on one table for all his playing days, but they're just not going to fit. So we'll go through these real quick and I'll tell you what I'm missing. Start out with his rookie cards. This is the 34 Gowdy. I've gotten the 7 and the 34. They call it the Detroit Tigers team card, but it's Annis Furs was the company that made these and distributed them, so that's what they're commonly referred to. And these are the batter ups from 1934 to 36. There's some debate, but most of the vintage collectors believe that these were for Hank were made in 1940 or 34, so they would be considered a rookie card. There's 4 color variations: the blue, the brown, the black, and the red or pink. So I've got all 4 of those. I actually have the pink in a 9, which is very tough. And these are the 34, 36. These are actually 1935 Diamond Stars, the regular and the error version with the misspelling of Greenberg with a U. Do have a signed version of that. Very nice condition card. And let's see here. This is the George Burke Detroit Tigers photo stamp. These are very cool. Very tough to find anymore. I will mention that for rookie cards, I'm missing the Al Demery 1934, which there's only one known, so I'll probably never get that one. But who knows? This is the M120, I believe. These were given out by the local newspaper in Detroit. Large, I think they're 9 by 12. They did one for each player. Very nice. These are the 1935 Gowdy 4-in-1s. They got 2 back variations. And both of those are 5. These both have Hank on the back of them. Even though they're different teams, they're part of a puzzle. So far, I had one with Hank on it, and Sean figured out a second one. So I got that one now. And this is the 1935 Gowdy R3092, I believe it is. And the 4. Nice condition. Just got a little bang on the corner down here, pretty good. But good old Beckett gave it a 4. Very large card. I mean, that's like a 9 or 10 by 12, 14 or something like that. It's pretty large. And we'll go over here. There's the 1936. This is the Washington Herald sports stamps. The different newspapers around the country printed stamps with different players on their own teams and on other teams. There's a variety of companies, or I'm sorry, newspapers that have these. So far I've got the Washington Herald for Hank and the Detroit Times with a little write-up of Hank on it. Brian has a Pittsburgh Sun, I believe it is. And there's a Sporting News and a few other ones too, though I haven't seen the rest. And then we got the 1936 Gaudi. There's 7 variations because they they have 7 different backs on them. It was a game you could play with them. I got one autograph version. It's pretty beat. I've actually got a non-autograph version to replace it coming. It's with Mike O right now. If you look on the back, it's got different results when you use the card during a game. So there's 7 different backs. They're all the same fronts on them. And once I have this one get it back from Mike, I'll have them all non-autographed and the one autograph. And we come over here. These are the 1936 wide pens. They have type 1 through type 5. Type 5 is one I do not have. I have the type 1 signed, though it is a bit faded. That one's got a period signature on it. And this is the type 1. You see litho and USA on it, because the type 4 is a cream colored one that doesn't have that. This is the type 2. You can see the difference in the two. Down here is the type 3. It doesn't have a border on it. And the type 4. It's like a cream colored one with very dark creases and the forehead and such. Much darker than the type 1. The type 5 is essentially the type 1 without all the darkness to it, lighter features. But it won't say litho and USA on it. It'll be blank at the bottom. Like this one, which is a type 4, but it won't be a cream color dark. It'll be the light version of the type 1. I know of one person that's got one, but I don't think I've ever seen one for sale. And then we got these R313s, National Chickle. This is one with Greenberg at bat with Bill Dickey catching. And then we got the one with him batting. I've got to sign one of those. That's a very lazy Hank signature on that one. That's a later signature. But that's what the R313 looks like. And I just showed recently my Worldwide Gum in the 6. Very happy to get that. This is a team issued postcard of Hank. 1936 approximately. Beautiful picture. It is signed. That's why whenever they slab cards, I assume PSA is the same way. They always put the signature on the front, not so much the right side of the card. So I'm just displaying it backwards here. And also in 1936, he had a Wheaties Series 3 hand cut. Beautiful piece. And then we go on to the 1936 R311. This is the glossy finished at bat. Hard to find these in high grade. They're just almost non-existent over like a 4 or 5. I've got a 3.5 on it. And we've got the R311 1936. This is for the 1934 pennant winning team in a glossy. And they also did one for the 1935. And this one's got a leather finish. If I can get close enough, you can see it's kind of how much smoother the photo looks there, and you can just see the leather to the card here. These are real neat. And this is the card that's Hank, but is not Hank. This is a R311 glossy finish AL All-Stars of 1935, which Hank wasn't an All-Star in 1935, but he is listed on the card down here. And it says he's the fourth one over on the back row. And if you look up here, I'm sorry, the fifth one over. That Schoolboy Rose, number 4. That looks more like Charlie Gehringer than Hank to me. So I think that's, even though they got Gehringer listed at the bottom too in a different spot, I think they just got it all goofed up there. And let's see here. This is the 1936 R312. This is a pastel version of embedding. These are really nice. Hard to find in nice condition. I was hoping to get them all laid out on one table for all his playing days cards, but I'm going to end it with this one here from 1936. This is a 1936 Overland Candy. These are really, really tough. I've got 2 because they're 2 different variations. These were thought to be 1936, as you can tell from the label from SGC. If you look at the writing at the very bottom where it ends and weighs 210 pounds, now what the difference is, this is the entire wrapper on this one. You can see where it was tore right there through the second B in baseball to get the candy out of it. This one, whoever collected it just cut out the portion with Hank on it and threw away the rest of it. I got it though because this one, as you see where it says weighs 210 pounds, there's no writing after that. On this one, it says now in the Army. Well, Hank wasn't in the Army until 1941 in the spring. So even though it's labeled as 36, he's had to go on for a number of years to have 2 variations. One without, which should be before 1941, and then this one from 1941, or it could be later because he was in service until 1945. However, it's surprising if they made these for a number of years, you hardly ever see any of these type, whatever player it is. It's very seldom you see these on the market. So anyway, I was glad to get both variations on this one. So this is from 1934 to 36. As I said, I'm missing the Al Demery and the Type 5 on the one issue. But thanks for watching. And we'll get the next section out and do it and get these back to the bank. But thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you. Bye-bye.